Hello everyone, Rosendahl here. So in today's video, I'm going to be going over Arcana. So I recently just made it to 162 for Arcana. I really wanted to get to 150 so I could make the infused health potions and the infused regeneration potions. Arcana seems to be one of the more difficult ones to level up. It definitely slows down at points and seems to take a lot of resources to get through. I looked up the most efficient way to level it up, and I found some ones helpful and some not so helpful. So I just wanted to go over what exactly I went and did and what maybe you guys should try out as well. So pretty much up until about 150, I kind of only made like 3, maybe 4 different things, and then I just kept making them over and over and over and over and over. And that's about it. I just kind of went and did those. I didn't really make anything here. One of the really easy ones to do are just making weak health potions. Weak health potions are super easy to make and cost efficient because Hysop is all over. There's herbs everywhere, and these are super cheap on the trading post. So if you just buy thousands and thousands of these and then just collect water or even buy the water, you can craft so many of these, and these actually give a good chunk of XP once you craft like thousands of them. Like, sure, it's only +6, but it doesn't matter because these are so easy to get and so cheap to buy that depending on your server, there's thousands of them up on the trading post, and you just buy a ton of them. And over the course of a couple days, you just keep stockpiling them or just keep buying them whenever you see them. And you could even put in a couple buy orders, right? So weak health potions are definitely something you can pretty much do all the way up until 150. It definitely slows down around like 120, but this is something that I actually did all the way up to 150. And again, the common focus potion doesn't require many materials at all. So you can farm these rivercrest stems and water motes pretty much together, because as you're gathering these, you're getting both. So an easy way to get the water motes and everything is just literally run around these rivers here. If you run around these rivers, there's tons of them, and you just gather them as you see them. So if you get lucky and no one's taking them, you can gather quite a lot of them within a short amount of time. So what I did was I just kind of ran around these rivers here, and yeah, just gathered as much as I could, and then I ended up crafting those common focus potions. Depending on your server, you might actually be able to buy these on the trading post. I did for a while, but unfortunately I kind of bought all the cheap ones, and now the price went up a little bit, so I just kind of stopped buying them, and then I farmed them myself. Another thing you can do quite early on at 25 is creating your motes into wisps. The ones that I would recommend only doing are the air wisps, death wisps. That's pretty much it. I'd say you want to save your other ones because of things that you can be doing to level up as well. So you can do those pretty much all the way up until 150. If you just do those over and over and over and over, you will make it to 150 quite easily, and not that expensive, because I bought a lot of my materials. I think total to level up the whole thing to where I am now only cost about 4,000 gold. Now I know 4,000 gold may sound like a lot, but it's actually not that much. And again, that really depends on your server and your economy. But yeah, it only cost me about like 4,000, 5,000 gold, maybe just a little bit more. So once I got to about 120, I started looking around at, what kind of staves can I make? And I ended up seeing this Starmetal fire staff. So at 100, you can craft this. Now I had a ton of these Starmetal ingots. I had tons of these because I was also leveling up my mining, and I got a ton of ore, and then I ended up crafting into a bunch of these Starmetal ingots. So I had a ton of these. So this really depends if you have a ton, because these actually are quite expensive to buy. So I probably wouldn't say to buy these, but I'm just adding this in just in case you guys also are, gathering a bunch of other stuff, and you may have a bunch of these ingots or can make a bunch of these ingots. The Starmetal fire staff actually gives you a decent amount of XP here, and if you have a lot of these ingots, that's pretty much the only hard thing to get, because you can use these Starmetal ingots, and then you can use any of these wood resources. You could literally just go chop young trees, ton of them, just chop a ton. And you can choose this because, again, it doesn't really matter what the gear score is because you're only crafting it just for the XP. And then again, I bought a ton of fire motes because fire motes were going really, really cheap. If you guys have the resources, this is definitely something that you can try. So yeah, pretty much all the way to 150, I just made the weak health potions, the common focus potions, and then infused a couple of these motes over and over and over. These other ones just require way too many, you know, rare resources, harder to get. Like, I don't know if I've ever gotten one of these before, and they sell for like 10 gold or something, at least on my server. It's definitely not worth to make for only 300 XP. So a quick thing to know is if you are choosing just to only make common focus potions, it takes about 20,891 of these from level 5 to 150. So if you can somehow just buy a bunch of these resources, or even just collect a ton of them over, you know, a couple days, couple weeks, maybe, you'll hit 150. So pretty much once you get to 150, it's pretty easy to get to 200 from there. The highest level potions to craft are the easiest ones to craft. I don't know why that is, but unfortunately that's just kind of the way it is. So once I hit 150, you can pretty much just craft infused health potions, infused regeneration potions, and it's the easiest things to craft. So for health potions, this is why you were saving your motes, because you can use earth motes and you can use soul motes, and then all you need is Azoth water and just regular water. Now Azoth water isn't that hard to get. It's actually pretty easy to get. You just need to craft these and you get 620 XP per. You only need to craft 2,230 of these and you'll hit 200. So an easy way to get Azoth water is, one, either buying it on the trading post depending how much it costs. But the way I did it was I actually went over to Reek Water, because Reek Water seems to have a lot of it, and I pretty much just ran all around these here, and yeah, just collect it. There's tons of them all around here. You pop a proficiency potion, and sometimes I gather like 8 of them per one node, so you can craft 8 potions right there. And yeah, so it's pretty easy to get to 200 once you hit 150. And that's pretty much the best way I would recommend leveling to 200 Arcana. So yeah, that's about it, guys. I know it's not maybe the most fast way to do it. You're most likely not going to be able to do it immediately or, you know, overnight. This is going to take, you know, a couple days, but this is, from what everyone has been doing, seems to be the most easy and efficient way to do it, because the resources required to do it aren't much, and sure, the XP is super small, but you can make tons of them, so it adds up over time. And depending on your server, you might be able to just buy it all right out. Like, if you can buy all the resources, just do it. I know gold seems to be kind of a question right now of like, how do we make it at max level, because, you know, we're not really getting much. You know, the market's tanking hard. I think these infused health potions are worth 0.60 now, and they're going down every day. So before you know it, these health potions, the highest health potions you can craft in the game and get in the game, are going to be worth almost nothing to make or buy. But yeah, guys, it's pretty much the best way that I found and have seen online to level up your Arcana. Hopefully you don't have too much trouble leveling up yourselves. Make sure to drop a like, comment, and a subscribe. If you want to see any more videos like this, please let me know down below. But other than that, guys, I hope you guys are enjoying New World, and good luck.